as we get some quick comments from Bob Skilton.
Well, I think the fact that Collingwood in that quarter did make the most of their forward opportunities. They've had Craig Stewart at centre-half forward, a very, very good player, and he's given something for them to kick at right throughout. On the wing, Woolno has done a good job against his old side. Ray Shaw is roving well, and I think Peter Moore has taken over in the ruck in that quarter. I did say, Lou, that Stewart at centre-half forward has really done a great job to his side, and Peter Moore then started.
We'll continue with commentary now for interstate stations. 20 points the difference. 20 points the difference in the final quarter.
Hawkins is going off the ground, Pete.
Yes, well, that's bad luck for Geelong, so they've now lost 2 key defenders, Lou. That's Gary Malarkey in the first quarter and Hawkins off at 3-quarter time. So very bad luck for the Cats, but if they're good enough, I think that they can still get up and win it. However, Collingwood, I believe, will be very hard to beat from here and go into their 3rd grand final in 4 years. Incidentally, no team has ever come up from the elimination final and gone on to participate in the grand final since the final 5 was introduced in 1972. So a win here to Collingwood would certainly be a first for the Magpies.
I see that they've got Johnson centre-half back too, Pete.
No, middle miss, Lou.
Final quarter from VFL Park in the 1980 preliminary final. It's 20 points the difference as umpire Kevin Smith bounces the ball. First knockout to Rod Blake. And knocked further forward by Clark. Turner getting slung, picked up by Zane Taylor, who had a purple patch in the second quarter. And umpire Bill Davin now deciding to ball it up 5 metres from the centre circle. 30 seconds gone in the final turn. Blake again getting over the top of Moore. David Clark, short passes to Turner, who incurred the wrath of the umpires in the 3rd quarter, getting away some silly penalties. Michael Turner now, long kick towards full forward, looking for Terry Bright, knocked away by Andrew Ireland. Bruns, kick smothered. Good defence by the Collingwood players. Here's a chance for Wearmouth. Oh, he got almost steamrolled there. McCormack, Collingwood's champion fullback. George Woolno, good mark, good teamwork from Collingwood. Michael Woolno, the former Geelong player, left half-back flank. Looks down there for Shaw. Oh, he taps it straight to an opponent. That was not really well done. That was middle miss and turn over to Ian Nankervis, the Geelong skipper, back towards David Clark, who's played much better since moved from centre half-back, where he played the first half of the match. And a great grab to Turner. Turner almost at half-forward. Geelong's best player, indicating that he's going to kick the ball long, presumably. Let's wait and see. Does just that. Looking for the big grab from Johnson. Moore over the top. Great mark.
Great mark to Peter Moore. Good defensive play there. Geelong attacking at the start of this 4th quarter.
Carlson in trouble, Lou. I wouldn't be surprised if he went off the ground.
Renee Kink going against Turner. Back it goes to Morris. Back again to Kink. Kink's in a bit of trouble. He's grabbed. He's slung to the ground. Kicked to the wrong man. Floyd's kick is smothered. Back it goes to Johnson. Johnson's grabbed. He's clear now. Snaps for goal. It might be what? A goal. So the Cats have come back into business. Johnson's 2nd goal. Everyone stood there waiting for it to come down and the umpire to give the decision. So it's 12 goals, 10-82. Collingwood to Geelong, 10-8-68 in that goal, coming at the 2.5-minute mark of the last quarter. So the Cats are still back in there.
We watch on replay now as we see Magro smother the kick, but unfortunately for Magro, it went to Johnson, who broke away from the tackle and then straightened up and just snuck it in.
Centre bounce again. Moore against Blake. Blake got that down. A chance now for Renee King. Gets out of the pack, kicks it down there towards centre half forward. It's a bad kick. Bad kick by Johnson, but it's a chance for Turner. He's grabbed. Kicked off the ground by Morris. Morris backs up, overruns the ball. Can't pick it up, neither can Reid. And the umpire will ball this up for sure. It's a ball up out there towards the wing position. Only, 14 points the difference at the moment. Only for the umpire to bounce the ball out there on that edge of the square. Moore and Blake again. Comes back here now to Dacos. Collingwood go back into attack. Punched out as a go for Stewart. A hand pass over to Tony Shaw. Left foot snap towards the goals. Oh, nearly a mark as Toomey with a snap. He's grabbed. He's thrown the ground now. Wearmouth. A hand pass back to Davis. He fumbles the ball. He goes down as he tries to get out. It might be no free kick. Plenty of Geelong defenders there. And the umpire's going to ball it up. By golly, there was a chance there for Collingwood to get out. Now the Collingwood's turn to have a go at the umpire. I reckon they're doing a great job at the moment. Back towards Stewart and Blake. Comes back towards Wearmouth down there in the forward pocket on the boundary line. Sidesteps, he's grabbed, gets a kick back there towards Floyd. Didn't travel very far. There's a chance now for Moore to fly, and he does over the top of Reed. Has a long shot for goal. Toomey's busting for position, punched out again, grabbed by Middlemiss, a hand pass coming over there. The ball driven up there by Geelong. A chance here for Woolnough to mark. He does. And Woolnough's about 45 metres out from goal. On a bit of an angle, but I don't think he'd make the distance. Collingwood in front by 14 points. We're at the 4.5-minute mark. The kick by Woolnough falls a bit short. Punched out again. Back it comes here towards Bruce Nankervis and Dacos. It'll go out of bounds, I should imagine. Nearly a free kick for a push on the back, but the umpire's found it. Yes, it is. And the free kick will go down there to Bruce Nankervis, a little short of the half-back line for Geelong. They're trailing by 14 points. They've lost 2 players, Malarkey and Hawkins, so they're really putting up a courageous show at the moment, the Cats. Turner trying to grab it off the pack, picked up by Floyd, driven down there towards the half-forward line. Players setting themselves. Well, we see Burn trying to grab the mark. It's finally pushed out. Oh, ducking down there from Ireland. A hand pass. Oh, Pickham it was. Over to Magro. The ball back there towards centre field. Woolnough flies. He goes down. There's a chance for Lund to scoot away from the pack. He does. Goes for a long kick over the half-forward line. Johnson's got the sit. Couldn't hold the mark. Stan Magro goes for a long hand pass. Out there to Ray Shaw, and Collingwood take it away from the danger zone.
Collingwood skipper shooting it out towards the centre wing position. Dacos and Blake, the big Geelong ruckman, wins out. Carlson, a little bit too late on the scene, tackling. Turner, that blistering speed that the Geelong wingman does have, fires it up towards half forward. Out comes Floyd again. Oh, nearly got collected by Kink. Wouldn't want that to happen. Floyd playing it well. Geelong Rover looks for Johnston again. Bruns waiting behind. A real goal sneak. David Clark running into an open goal. Will he get the hand pass over to Boss? Boss 10 metres out. 2 as you like. Makes the difference. 8 points. 2 goals to Mark Boss. And Geelong certainly back in this game with a real chance. 11-8, 74. Collingwood 12-10, 82.
And 2 of the players responsible for getting them back, I would say, would be Turner and little Floyd. As we watch on replay, a beautiful piece of football. A hand pass from Bruns across to Clark onto Boss. But Floyd right across that centre and half-back line, and Turner have really been top players.
8 points the difference now in the preliminary final at the 6.5-minute mark of the final quarter. Official attendance today is 75,526, a record for a preliminary final. Knocked down by Peter Moore to Stewart and turned on to Carlson. The Magpies need a goal here after Geelong have got 2 to open hostilities in the final term. Tony Shaw gives it to Wearmouth. This could be the one they need. Wearmouth from 15 metres out has put it through for a goal to the Maggies. Collingwood come back 3 goals to Ronnie Wearmouth. And Collingwood now 13-10, 88 Geelong, 11-8, 74.
Well, a beautiful piece of football there, Peter. It started with Peter Moore in the centre. He got it out, and then it was tapped on out towards Carlson. Carlson getting it down, and a beautiful piece of handball from Tony Shaw to get it across to Wearmouth and to answer that one by Geelong.
7 minutes gone in the final term. 13-10 plays 11-8.
And the Magpies in front by 14 points, but the Cats are putting up a gallant effort at the moment. Moore and Blake, they've had a great duel. Neither got control this time. There we see Featherby getting it out back towards that half-forward line. Coming across to meet the ball is Pickham. Bright's right on his tail. Pickham plays it in front of him, but Bright heads him off. Could have gone over the boundary line, but he got it back into play. Good play by Geelong as a hand pass comes back to Whitcomb, and they go back into attack. McCormick comes out, just about grabs it, finally comes out to Burn. He forces it out of bounds. Oh, golly, is it pressure for both these sides, particularly these defenders. Geelong are trailing by 14 points, and the ball is out of bounds about 20 metres around from their goal. They've lost 2 players, and still they're in there fighting. What a performance. Moore gets the tap down. Players lost sight of it. Dacos finally picks it up. Back it goes there towards the wing position. Stewart setting position. Oh, beautiful mark that time to Middlemiss. But over the top of Stewart, that's about the first mark he's dropped for a long time, or missed for a long time. Kick back there towards half forward. Chance for Johnson to mark. Takes the mark. Not Johnson, I should say it's Reed. Reed with the ball now. Ball up there towards the forward pocket position. Players set themselves. It finally forced out of bounds. It's only about 15 metres around from the Geelong goal. They're trailing by 14 points. 8.5 minutes gone of this last quarter. And what a preliminary final this is in front of this record crowd for a preliminary final match at VFL Park. Knocked out by Moore, grabbed here by Bruce Nankervis. Back to each port and Peter Moore. A hand pass over there to Byrne. It doesn't bounce right, but it does the second time. He's fumbled it. Stan Magro backs him up. Back to Byrne again, down there in the back pocket. And Collingwood get the ball out there towards that half-back line. Picked up by Reid. He's grabbed by Carlson. Back it goes to Zane Taylor. A long hand pass to Turner. He's down. Now it's picked up by Clark, the danger player. Up there towards the full forward position. Punched out. Shaw goes after. Pounces on the ball really well. A short pass, and Ronnie Wearmouth's got the mark out there at half-back. The Magpies still 14 points. 88 points is the Geelong 74. Round it goes to Stewart. Stewart couldn't hold that mark. Taps it out. Chance for Stewart to go down. Shaw ducks his head. He goes down. He's grabbed. Finally the ball punched away by Stewart. Back towards Carlson. Back it goes there. They fall over left and right. Finally coming in now is a hand pass. Coming out for Nankervis. The ball back down a mark to Billy Picken at centre half back.
Bill Picken, Collingwood centre half back, who's had a relatively quiet day. And certainly a timely mark. Picken's kick marked by Byrne, who played a brilliant first half, was certainly Collingwood's best player up until that stage. Gives it to Lee Carlson. Carlson in turn towards full forward. Oh, almost a free kick to Pony Shaw for a push in the back, but it's Nankervis, that's Ian the skipper, towards Mark Yates, playing his first game, and he's done well. Yates towards the half-forward line, and that's a good mark brought in by Johnston, who's come to life. Whitcomb, he tries a short pass. Magro late on the scene. Mark taken down there for Geelong by Bruce Nankervis. If Geelong are going to be beaten today, Collingwood will certainly have to earn their victory. Nankervis has kicked one goal. Terry Bright in the goal square on his own. Goes for the long kick. Oh, it's touched. Here's a go for Moore to get it out of the goal square, and brilliantly done by the Brownlow medalist of last year. Look at him go, Peter Moore. Well, if Ricky Barham's out, this guy is just about as fast. Moore's kick up towards the centre of the ground. What a great effort that was from him. Pounced on by Lung for Geelong. One across the half-back line. Another mark of Bruce Nankervis, playing the loose man at the moment. Looks for Turner. Shaw comes in. Collingwood skipper doing everything right at the moment in the final turn. Short passes, Bruce Nankervis there again, but the mark is taken down there for the catch by Middle Miss to Bruns. Neville Bruns cleverly around Byrne. Ireland in front. Over the top, Johnston again. He certainly lifted his game. Ireland again has the chance to get it out of the pack, but I don't think anybody's going to be successful. And umpire Kevin Smith has come in and decided to ball it up 25 metres out from the goal.
11.5 minutes gone of this last quarter. Still Collingwood in front by 14 points. There's the bounce. Moore coming in with Blake. Blake got the tap then. It's a good one there towards Shaw. He's grabbed. Oh, he played it safe that time. Went through for a point. But a pretty wise move because he had no hope of getting away from Bright.
The only thing that would have happened, Lou, would have been a free kick against him if he tried to do anything but that.
13 points the difference now. 11-9, 75 Geelong. 13-10, 88 Collingwood. Just on the 12-minute mark. And the Cats, 2 men short actually, and they're putting up a great show. Rene King flies. Umpire didn't play that mark, and rightly so. Wearmouth gets a hurried kick out of the pack. Down there towards Davis. He turns back looking for a teammate. There's no one there as he hooks the ball across to Byrne now. Byrne's at centre field on his own. He'll go for a bit of a scoop as the ball goes out wide. They're looking for Toomey. He gets up one-handed. Down he goes. In comes Middle Miss to try and help out. A hand pass coming back here now. And we see Geelong take the ball back. Here was the hand pass. Comes over now to Featherby. Featherby goes for a short pass. It's a bad one. And there's Peter Moore off again. He loses the ball, but Morris backs up well. And then he loses it. Taps it over towards Wearmouth. They go down left and right. Is this pressure football? Out it comes to Stewart. Gets a hand pass back to Byrne. There's plenty of latitude. A snap for goal, but it'll be off target. I don't think it'll make the distance. Off the top of the pack and through for 1 point. By golly, there was some free kicks there, left and right, Bobby.
I think to both sides, Lou. I don't think anyone could really complain. The umpires are just purely and simply letting the game flow.
Good umpiring too. Out towards Featherby. Gutsy mark, or will it be a free kick? Free kick to Featherby. Featherby left half back for Geelong. Looks for Turner on the wing. Turner, oh, great mark, over the top. Play on the call, play on he does. Michael Turner, star for Geelong today on the wing. Looks up there for a mark. I think it's Zane Taylor. Clark. David Clark. A little bit of needle creeping into the game now. Play on. Clark looking for Johnston. Oh, has he lifted his game in the last quarter? He's kicked 2 goals, has a chance to make the difference, 8 points. And we see Toomey coming off for Collingwood, and going back on will be Lowe. Back with Johnston at full forward, 25 metres out, and he's directly in front. Shouldn't miss. Looks okay from here. Goal umpire says, oh, 1 point. That was a bad miss by Johnston. Won't get too many chances like that, so that makes the difference. Let's see, 76 to 89, 13 points. Collingwood hanging on grimly in the final term, which has been in progress now just on 14 minutes as Peter McCormack goes straight down the ground. Good long kick from a Collingwood fullback. Kink might have even got a free kick anyway, because he was certainly nudged out there by Zane Taylor. Flicks it on to Peter Moore, caught by Turner. Free kick to Geelong. Listen to that Geelong crowd come to life.
That was bad play on the part of King, just as Sonny had no hope of getting away with that ball.
Absolutely stupid play. King, a long kick of the ball, could have landed it at half forward.
That's right, and Turner has the free kick now for the Cats. Looking up there for Johnston again, but he's out positioned this time, and the mark is taken by Tony Shaw. Tony Shaw transferring play on towards the centre wing position. Kink again. This time he takes the mark, 2 or 3 grabs, he'll play on. Forward it comes. Oh, no mark played. Whitcomb flicks out the hand pass. Geelong go forward again. Ball driven up towards Zane Taylor at centre wing. Taylor now playing on directly. Oh, long kick. With 55 metres. McCormack in front. Hasn't been paid the mark. Bruns is there. In comes McCormack again. Magro shepherds well for him. Got plenty of pressure on him now. Has to go across towards the centre half back position. And mark taken by Tony Shaw again.
Good mark to Tony Shaw. We're at the 15.5-minute mark. Still Collingwood in front by 13 points. Can the Cats come back? Mark there to Woolno. He's paid it, and I think rightly so. It might have been a free kick. It's going to Stewart. Well, the both were there. Out it goes wide now. Flying high is Davis to take the mark, and Collingwood ready to go back deep into attack. Up there towards the full forward zone. Will go out for sure, and we see Yates down there with the socks down, and he'll take the free kick, a penalty free kick. 16 minutes gone. Collingwood still 13 points in front. It's turned out to be a real crackerjack game. This record crowd are really enjoying themselves. At the back is Peter Moore, flies over the pack. Nearly a free kick. Umpire didn't. Yes, he spotted it. It'll be to Tony Shaw. A little bit late on the scene that time, Bill Della. But the umpires paid the free kick to Shaw, and he'd be about, let's see, 45 metres out from goal. Not a renowned long kick. I think the distance may be too far for him. But God, if he kicks this, it'll make it good for Collingwood. The kick up there towards the goals. Good mark to Rod Blake. That's a pressure mark there at full-back. Decides to go out to the outer side of the ground. Umpire bringing low back. The ball drops a bit short. A chance for Dacos, and what a beautiful mark to Dacos. Now this fella can kick a ball. He's only about 30 metres out, 35 metres out from goal, and he's already kicked 1 goal. Now he's got the chance to put the Magpies 19 points in front, and we're approaching the 17-minute mark of this last quarter. Peter Moore going across to talk to Dacos, telling him to take his time. I think the kid knows that. He's got to put this goal through because it's that important to the Magpies. The winning side today goes into the grand final. Of course, the losers, it's mothballs for them. See the kick of Dacos. Oh, it's a shock. He's just about put it out of bounds. It's a point. So Collingwood go to 13-12, 90, 14 points in front of Geelong, 11-10, 76 at the 17.5-minute mark as we wait now for the ball to come back into play. Out it goes there towards that wing position. Well, is he playing again? This fella, Turner. Best player on the ground by a mile now.
No arguments here.
No arguments anywhere. The ball dropping a bit short now. Morris and Nankervis, they both fight. Battleford picked up by Picken it was out there towards that half forward on a good mark to Turner again. He's playing the game of his life, this fellow. Mark number 11, I don't know how many kicks he's had. 22 kicks he's had for the day so far. At the back is Johnson, another sit on Billy Picken, and he's played really great this quarter, this fellow. But he's out there on that wing position, looking for a lead. Kicks the ball over centre half forward. Bright at the back is Ireland, goes for the punch. Woolno in a bit of trouble, gets a hurried kick back, a chance for Tony Shaw to tap the ball on. Over to Rene King. Finally drives the ball over the half forward, and a chance for Lowe to mark. He does. And Lowe's got the mark about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. Not that many kicks, this guy. Finally boots the ball up there towards the full forward position. Ball pushed out again, but the umpire's paying the mark, and rightly so to Yates. He hasn't played a bad game either, Peter.
In fairness to Lowe, he's been on the bench for a lot of the game, Lou. Short pass, bad miss there. Chance for Lowe to pick it up again. He's opposite number 16, though. Rod Blake does. Lund. Geelong player at centre half back, looking up there for Taylor. He's outmanoeuvred. Turner's there, man of the match. Michael Turner, left half forward now. Shocking kick by Turner. That's the only bad facet of his game today. Bruns pushed a Collingwood opponent in the back. And it will be Billy Picken's Ireland free kick. No, right the first time it's Picken, is it? Moore. He's at centre half back. Collingwood Brownlow medalist of last year. And looks fairly certain to poll well on Monday night. And you'll see, of course, that televised live on HSV7. Peter Moore's kick. Looking for Stewart at centre half forward. Taylor's there. Out comes Ray Byrne, who played a brilliant first half for the Magpies. Ray Shaw, the Collingwood skipper, breaks away, has a snapshot of goal, won't quite make it, I don't think, and goes through for only one behind to the Magpies. So on Seven's Big League, the scores: Geelong 11-10-76, Collingwood now 13-13-91. As we wait the ball to come back into play from Jan Smith, the Geelong fullback could be out of bounds. It is not touched by any player, and that will necessitate a free kick going to, let me see who's going to take it. Stewart, I think. Craig Stewart, the Magpie centre half forward today, who's played very well, taken a lot of marks, and that's a mammoth kick in towards the 10-metre square. Almost a mark down there to Davis, not played by the umpire. Davis has a snapshot of goal and has, let me see, brought up one flag. So Collingwood wasting a few opportunities. Davis almost taking that grab. 13-14-92 now. Geelong 11-10-76.
16 points the difference, and we approach the 21-minute mark of this last quarter. Ball back into play by Jan Smith. Peter Moore and Blake go for the knockout. Punched away by Blake. Back there towards Clark. Byrne coming after him now. Beats him with the ball. A hand pass back there to Woolmo. Collingwood go back into attack up there towards the full forward zone. Rene King at the back. They all fly, spoil each other. And now King's got it. He's grabbed, gets a hand pass back to the wrong man. The ball forced out again. Ray Shaw goes down. And the umpire's going to ball it up about 25 metres out from the Collingwood goal. There's 16 points in front. And we're at the 21-minute mark now. Stewart and Blake. Knocked out by Blake. The wrong man. Shaw has a snap for goal. It's smothered. Back it comes to Lowe. A punch out there. It'll go through for a point again. So it's 17 points the difference. And the Cats need 3 goals to win it. 13-15-93 Collingwood to Geelong 11-10-76. Well, no one's left the ground here today because it's been a magnificent game. Blake and Moore, they both miss it. This is Wearmouth's chance to have a top shot at the goal. Not Wearmouth, Woolmo. Doesn't make the distance. Up they go. Oh, he's got it. Good mark to Jan Smith there. Nearly lost it in the goal square. This Geelong defence is really under pressure now. A short pass coming out to Whitcomb. It's okay. And he takes the mark a little short of the back pocket position. Geelong better get a hurry up if they're going to win this game now. Up to Moore and Blake. Pushed down to the ground. Dacos, a hand pass to Wearmouth. Wearmouth running to an open goal. Fires. He won't make the distance. Yates and the little Shaw battling for the ball. There's a go now. Lowe couldn't get it. He's grabbed. He goes after it again. They're all piling on top of it. And the umpire may ball this up. No, he won't. As we see Shaw trying to get out, it's going to be a ball up about 10 metres out from the Collingwood goal. Boy, how would you like to be out there? A goal here would just about seal it for Collingwood if they can get one. Stewart trying to crash his way through the pack. Rene King couldn't get it. Oh, what was that? The umpire called play. They're not giving any penalty free kicks. Umpire still calling play on. He's giving them a chance to get rid of it. It's a hand pass. Comes over to Bruns. He's grabbed it. He gets it out to Featherby. Back to Bruns again. Now it's Geelong's turn to go into attack. And it's Bruce Nankervis taking it over the half-forward line. It'll fall a bit short and a chance for Billy Picken to take the mark down there towards the back pocket.
Picken now lifting his game in the final term. Goes for lead out towards Ray Byrne. Pick number 11 for Byrne. If it had been, he's gone for the hand pass to Wearmouth. Clark's running his hammer. Ronnie Wearmouth looks for Lowe. It's over his head. Out comes Yates in the back pocket. Played very well today. I know Billy Goggin is a big rap for him. And short passes to Bruce Nankervis right on the point of the square. Nankervis goes wide, looking for Turner. Naturally he would because he's best man on the ground. Michael Turner short pass to Terry Bright. He's been quiet today. He can score a goal from there though. Fires it at the big sticks. Looks okay. Wait for the goal umpire. 4 points. Badly needed one for Geelong, and they come back in this preliminary final. 7 big league scoreboard. Collingwood 13-15, Geelong 12-10.
Well, there's still anything up to 10 minutes of play left, Peter. Probably closer to 7, but, maybe even as long as 10 minutes. And Geelong are still really in their pitching. Their back line is doing a great job. Turner on screen now as we watch the replay. Turner has been absolutely magnificent, particularly in this last quarter, and that's one of the rare occasions that Bright's been able to get away from Ireland, but he certainly made the most of it.
Back into the centre, 82 plays 93 at the 23.5-minute mark. Collingwood through Ron Wearmouth towards half forward. Low is there for the Magpies. It's knocked away from him by Jan Smith. Carlson overruns the ball, middle miss, back towards Low. Carlson in trouble, tries to get it out to a teammate, and Stewart not successful. Middle misses down. Umpire not playing any tiggy touch with free kicks at this stage of the match. And Jan Smith for Geelong now gets them out of the danger zone towards centre wing. Kevin Morris knocks it on towards Byrne. Short passes up towards Carlson. Bruns a little bit late on the scene. A wild hand pass. Tony Shaw, Reid, Wearmouth, they all miss it. Out towards Turner again. He'll have sore feet tonight kicking the ball, or sore fist from punching it. Little short kick up towards half forward, over the top. Johnston, Pickens mark, took it out of his hands.
Oh, I don't know about that, Peter.
I do. Pickens had it first.
Well, okay, it's a free kick or a mark to Billy Picken there at centre half-back. A very doubtful one indeed. But of course, if the Magpies happen to win this game, it'll cause a lot of controversy. The 15-metre penalty, and of course now we're at the 25-minute mark, and the Magpies still in front by 11 points.
At this stage of the game, Lou, there's no doubt that Bill Dalla must have been very firm in his opinion that Picken had first grab of the ball, and it just does show the value of being in front.
Well, another thing too, he didn't hesitate when he paid the decision. Bobby just went straight for Billy Picken. The ball kicked over centre half forward. Zane Taylor and Rene King at the back as Davis. Neither side can take the mark. A hand pass from Lund. Howard goes now to middle miss. A chance now for Geelong to get the ball clear as it's sent up there towards that half forward line for them. There's more going for it. Got under the mark. Couldn't grab it. Oh, one in the face to Billy Picken. Got it clear. And the ball back towards Collingwood's half forward line. But Geelong are not giving up as we see a hand pass coming back here now to Featherby. It bounces right. Another one back, and Geelong are really playing top football as the ball comes back there to Bruns. He's grabbed. Gets a hand pass back. Back it comes to Billy Picken. Ducks his head. He's grabbed. Umpire called play on, and rightly so too. There's a real tackle down there by Stan Magro. It's Bruce Nankervis driving. There was a chance for Geelong now. A mark to bust there at full forward. Not full forward, about 40 metres out. He wouldn't be that. If he kicks this goal, it would be, 5 points the difference.
Right.
Well, golly, are they playing strong football, Geelong? You've got to give them full marks, and Bruns has already kicked, not Bruns, Boss, I should say, a chance to kick his third goal. And that's what he's done. So the Cats are right back in there now. So at the 26.5-minute mark, it's only 5 points the difference. Collingwood 13-15, 93 to Geelong 13-10, 88.
A great move to put Cross down onto the forward line after half-time. He had been struggling in defence, and he's really done the job there with 3 goals in this half.
27 minutes now gone in the preliminary final last quarter. 5 points the difference. Still anybody's match. Peter Moore and Blake. Moore gets it down. Reid intercepting. And breaks away for Geelong, driving them up towards left half forward. Bruns and Magro. Another chance for Johnston. Can he put Geelong in front? Thrown back out to Bruns. Neville Bruns has a shot for goal. It's going goalwards, but is off target and through for only 1 point to make it 4 points the difference. Can Collingwood hang on? 27.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. Next goal would probably win it for either side. I don't think there'll be that much time on in this final term as McCormack goes towards the members' stand side. Kink over the top. Play on, or is it a mark? Umpire Kevin Smith saying no mark. Collingwood fans disappointed. Geelong fans saying naturally enough. Ball up, half back. There are runners and trainers everywhere at the moment on the field. Both runners are out there. Moore and Blake. Kink. Oh, I got tripped up. He'll get a free kick, no doubt about that one. And Kink going back, taking his time, realising Collingwood have time on their side at the moment. In he comes. Funny sort of kick, dropping short. Centre field. Knock on by Woolno. 2 Geelong players there. Middle Mr. Bruce Nankervis was well done. Turner and Carlson. Turner, no, didn't take the grab on that occasion. Lee Carlson beats him to it, and well played. Carlson towards right half forward, but only Jan Smith for Geelong is there. Craig Davis, there's the siren. Collingwood are in the grand final. Collingwood have won the preliminary final in a thriller at VFL Park. 13-15, 93 to Geelong, 13-11, 89.
Well, what a decision and what a game this was. The Magpies hung on, but you've got to give full marks to the Cats because they virtually played with 2 men short. They had no chance in the world. The final scores. We see Collingwood going into the grand final. The only side ever to do this from 4th or 5th position since the inception of the final 5 system. 13 goals, 15-93 Collingwood to Geelong, 13-11, 89. Well, okay to all our viewers back in Melbourne at Channel 7. The game is just over, and what a game it was, this preliminary final. As the final scores, Collingwood 13-15, 93, defeated Geelong 13-11, 89. The first time to make, or the first side to make the grand final since the inception of the final 5 from 4th or 5th position. But by golly, they had to earn it all the way. Collingwood looked as though they had it well won about, 12 minutes to go, but Geelong fought back and virtually played with 2 men short from Bobby Skilton.
Well, they did have, when you say 2 men short, they did have a full lineup out on the ground. They had 18 players, but there were no interchange players because both Malarkey and Hawkins were off with no chance of coming back, and Geelong did show tremendous courage. Their back line was magnificent. Turner, who we see on screen now, was easily best man on the ground. A magnificent player out on the wing, and it was no fault of Michael Turner's that Geelong haven't gone into the grand final. But they just couldn't quite finish off with the amount of times that they attacked. There were a couple of what I might term controversial decisions that will be talked about for quite a considerable time. One in particular, a mark that was paid to Billy Picken when Peter Johnson finished with the ball, but Picken was in front, so that is, as we always say, it pays to be in front.
Well, Bob didn't hesitate. He just went straight for Picken and gave him the decision, didn't he?
I do believe that Collingwood did earn their win. There's no doubt in my mind that any side that wins or loses by less than a goal is a little bit unlucky. It's only 1 kick, and Geelong are unlucky, but they can take umbrage at least with the fact that they were magnificent in defeat. They did fight back when they really looked on. Every player lifted. Whitcomb did was a great player on the wing. Turner and their whole defence. Smith, who replaced the injured Malarkey, did his job. Young Yates was a great player in that final term, and we saw many good players. But I did feel that Turner was the best player on the ground. I thought Ray Shaw was a magnificent leader for Collingwood, and Ray Byrne, although David Clark kicked 3 goals against him in the 3rd quarter, Byrne, if you can forget that 3rd term, did an excellent job for Collingwood. His first half was magnificent, and his last quarter was magnificent.
Bob, I thought that Stewart at centre half forward, I thought Geelong made a fatal mistake in that first half of the game when they left. They picked Clark at centre half back against Stewart, and of course when they did move him to the half forward line or had him running on the ball in that second half, he made the world of difference. He started their run on game going, and okay, there's the final scores for our Channel 7 and Melbourne viewers. 13-15, 93 Collingwood go into the grand final, defeating Geelong by 2 points. 13-11, 89, 3 points.
Try another one.
I'll try another one. 4 points. Defeating him by 4 points. I'm not excited because Collingwood are the only side since the inception of the final 5 from 4th or 5th position to make that. And I'd say we've got a great game on our hands next week. And don't forget that Channel 7 will be telecasting this match live to you next week all over Australia, and of course right through all the Melbourne and Victorian stations. But we'll return you back to the studio now with Collingwood winning by 4 points. HSB Studios going into the grand final winning by 4 points.
Well, to interstate viewers, Lou, I'm sure that they have enjoyed today's game immensely. It has been a wonderful game. Ireland did a great job. He had the job of Bright, and although Ireland didn't get a lot of kicks himself, he certainly did his job in cutting Bright out of the game. But it's a game that either side has to be unlucky if they get beat. Geelong were magnificent in defeat, if you can say that, because they did look on, and it was only their courage that got them back. The Boz kicked 3 goals after going to full forward. Taylor tried his heart out. Young Yates, as we've said, Turner. And in fact, Whitcomb, Johnson came to light in the last quarter. But all in all, it really was a great performance by both sides.
Bob, we've got a pretty good program on there for Melbourne, Alf. We've got the Melbourne program on. The final scores 13 at 15, 93. Collingwood have defeated Geelong 13-11-89. That just about wraps up our direct telecast. You can
I would
see
just
this.
like quickly, Lou, to say to Sydney viewers that Channel 7 Sydney tomorrow televising the game between North Shore and East Sydney up there in the Australian Rules Grand Final, and I'm looking forward very much to being up there and assisting with Channel 7's telecast.
Okay, the final scores: Collingwood 13-15-93 defeated Geelong 13-11-89, and one of the best preliminary finals we've seen for a long, long time.